everybody, today in this video, I'll be predicting the next roller coaster the Six Flags Over Texas will get. Before I get into it though, I would like to reach my next goal of 500 subscribers pretty quickly, so if you're new here and like what I post, consider subscribing. It really help me out and motivate me to keep making more videos for you guys. And also, I am running out of video ideas, so please, if you have some, put them down in the comments below. But with that out of the way, let's just get right into the video. Now, I will try to make this as real as possible, because with Six Flags, it's a lot harder than Hershey, or really independent parks. Because with an independent park, you can just see like a gap in their lineup and say, oh yeah, they're gonna get this. But no, with Six Flags, it's kind of hard because they only work with a certain amount of manufacturers. You also gotta look at the tier of park it is, and whether or not Six Flags likes the park or not. And of course, whether or not they need something. So yeah, it is definitely harder to figure out what Six Flags Over Texas needs. But I think I have a few ideas. So first of all, we need to talk about where could this go. Now, I don't know of a lot of few places or like plots of land where this could go. Maybe two places. One is the stadium. The stadium, like, I don't think it's ever been used in like a really long time. And this does take up a really big plot of land. So unless this is like a place where like they're doing backstage work, they could honestly get rid of this and use it to a new area in the park or something. A lot of things could go here. The next space I think could work is, they could pull a Six Flags Magic Mountain and just use part of the parking lot. Now I know that is definitely an absurd idea for Over Texas, but it's possible. I mean, look what they did with Titan. Alright, now let's look at any gaps in their lineup. So they definitely actually have a really good lineup of roller coasters, but they could use some things. For one, they could use a coaster with Airtime, and you might say, oh, but they have that New Texas Giant. Well, no, because New Texas Giant focuses on ejector airtime, and really that is the only airtime roller coaster in the park. Every other single roller coaster in the park focuses on one thing and one thing only: positive G-forces. Titan, Mr. Freeze, Batman, Shockwave. All of those coasters focus on positive G's, and it is too much. They really need a floater airtime roller coaster. And yes, there are quite a few options for this, like a B&M Hyper, but I don't see that coming to the park anytime soon. For one, they already have a Hyper roller coaster. Two, Six Flags hasn't worked with B&M since X-Flight, which I think was like 2012, 2013, around that time. So Six Flags does not work with B&M anymore, sadly. So you might say, well, what about an RMC Raptor? Well, yes, it's not floater, but it has airtime, and they do need a looping coaster. Now, you might say they have that with Batman, but that's like the only looping coaster they have, honestly. And no, Shockwave doesn't really count. I'm sorry. But honestly, I don't see an RMC Raptor coming here, because I honestly don't think it'd do anything for the park. Now, one thing I really do see in their future is a premier multi-launch roller coaster. They definitely do need another launch coaster, because Mr. Freeze goes backwards and is really intense. Mr. Freeze is basically the Sky Rush for Over Texas, so that makes any sense. Very intense roller coaster, so maybe something really nice, like another West Coast Racers. I could see a West Coast Racers style ride going here very, very well. Now, of course, it wouldn't be like a dueling roller coaster or a Mobius loop coaster or anything. It'd just be a nice family multi-launch roller coaster. Well, I mean, not family, but it's a multi-launch roller coaster from Premier Rides. Now, before we talk about that, are there any other clone rides that Six Flags Over Texas could get? Because, Six Flags. Well, they already have a free spin. They had a Vekoma Boomerang, but Vekoma doesn't make those anymore. They could get an RMC Raptor, but Fiesta Texas already has one. And I don't see them going to do a custom layout, which is another reason why they won't get an RMC Raptor. And they already have a Batman the Ride clone. They have a Mr. Freeze clone. This park has a lot of clones. So I think their next coaster definitely needs to be a standout attraction. So, my prediction for Six Flags Over Texas will be a Premier Rides multi-launch roller coaster. For one, it fills a gap for a multi-looper. You can definitely put inversions on these things. Two, you can put airtime on this as well. And three, it gives them another launch coaster, which they sorely need. So that is my prediction for the next roller coaster at Six Flags Over Texas. What do you think? And if I missed anything, definitely put it down in the comments below. Drop a like down this video if you like this video a lot. And definitely give me some video ideas because I am running out of those. But that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll see you all later. Bye.